So I will need sometimes to select a style that is green, sometimes blue, and I need only one of these lines of code to execute with equal probability, so I can put them in a different ifs, in the curly brackets of different ifs. But if I want only one of those ifs to have a condition true, perhaps I will need to randomly select one of the few colors that I've picked. So what I'll do is that I will have a variable color number. I've created it here. And the value that I will give it to it is going to be a random value as big as 5, for example. But this is going to be this is not going to be an integer number, so I'm going to use mat4 to take the integer part of this number, and I can know that this is a number between 0 and 4, so I can use it in ifs such as this one. If color number is equal to 0, then to select the red color. If color number is equal to 1, then to select the blue color. It will be nice if my code is formatted, so I will like this. So if color number is equal to 2, then to select blue color. If color number is equal to 3, I can pick, for example, yellow. And finally, I will have also purple squares, and they're going to appear if the selected color number is equal to 4. So let's see our shiny horrible thing. And it's not really shiny. Ah, where are all the colors? This is horrible. Apparently I will need to debug this, and I will need your advice what to print here in order for me to see what's going on. One idea is, for example, here to print the value of color number. If color number is always 4, because I've broken this line of code, it will be normal to see only purple colors, and I will know that the problem is here. But if I got a different values printed on line 16, then there is something other wrong with this with my code. And I can see all those different values, and I can see that my computer is lagging, so I'm going to close the browser. And I need to think why different console logged numbers, different values of color number, all go into this if. This could be because of purple is selected once and never again another color is selected, this could mean that this if has a problem and its condition is never true. Let's see if this is the case. I'm going to print red is selected. And this is going to execute only when I'm selecting really the red color. I'm going to see if this is happening at all. So I'll press F12 now. And I can see that sometimes red is actually selected, but I've never seen red squares. I only see purple squares. So apparently this condition might be working well, but for some strange reason the code is reaching this point too often. Apparently somehow color number is becoming equal to 4, and this is checked here. Or perhaps there is something wrong with this check, and it's not really checking if color number is equal to 4, but doing something different and something wrong. Well, I can now see that I have only one equal sign here. I need both of them to check whether color number is equal to 4. And now I will be really happy to see a lot of colors. And I don't. I only see blue color. Is this the same problem? I thought that I am entering at least sometimes this if. Is there a possibility that there is something wrong with this if too? Or perhaps all the other ifs are broken and we never enter inside of them? Well, again, I've made the same mistake. I need a second equals sign, and let's see what's going on now. Oh, this is horrible. Do you hate it? It's really scary for me. And you can notice that always there are equal squares, this and this and this and this. Sorry, I made a mistake. The symmetrical squares are always the same color. For example, this one and this one are always the same color, because when I select a random color, I use it to draw all 4 squares with the same x and y. The square that is down and right from the center, but also the square that is left and down, the square that is left and up, the square that is right and up from the center. So I can fix this if I just take all of this code and copy and paste it before this context fill rect, and before this context fill rect, and before the last context fill rect, so I can really copy and paste a lot of code. And please don't do it, don't copy all of this. Instead, you can change the values that those 2 fors are looping through. Currently, we are counting from 0 to 19, and on 20 we stop. But we can change this and use the numbers from 0 to 40 or 39 or 38 or something like this. Think about it for a second, so that we can have a central square that is not on 0, 0, but instead, for example, on 20, 20 or 90, 90 or something like this. Think about it. Or we can instead use negative numbers so that the central square is at 0, 0, and we use x and y to count not only the positive distances down and right, but also we can measure negative values. Of course, this solution is only useful for those of you that have learned in maths classes about negative numbers. If you haven't, don't mind. I will show you a simple solution, and then I'll make the other solution without negative numbers. So we're going to make every solution possible. Try to make the best solution that you are possible in order to print only one such a context fill rect on each step of the cycle, on each step of the for loops, and to not have symmetrical squares. Good luck!